want everybody to have a fantastic day, fantastic night, and it's your turn.
Well, I phoned him this morning, I says, Watson, you get me in some shite so easy. Hiring this daft suit and all the rest of it. Anyway, as we all know, the weekend kicked off to a disaster. It didn't go well at all. Rangers drew with Partick. Anyway, Sandy and I recovered. But seriously, folks, I think it's always a beautiful thing to see two soulmates together. Two people that click perfectly, with a deep connection. And Dougie and I have been like that for 10 years. We met through our love of singing. Oh, God.
She's obviously
I said our love of singing. We met karaoke at the Horseshoe in Glasgow. And by the way, this guy singing Johnny, Don't Stop Believing, he's the best you'll ever see. Honestly, he is brilliant, the boy. Anyway, Leslie wanted me to remind me of this the first night they were on a date. What was it, Leslie, now? I says, have you slept with him yet? She says, no. I says, well, after you see him singing this, you will. I says, and if you don't, I will. And that was the third time Dougie and I slept together. So you've got a lot to live up to the night ahead. Anyway, one time we went to the Waterloo Bar. We've been there a few times. It's a gay pub. And we've got the guy that runs it, he's a great friend of ours.
Shut it, George.
And he shouted Dougie up and he says, right, Dougie, what would you want? What do you want? He says, hold me tight.
Who said that?
Dougie says, hold me tight by the Stones. And George says, oh, you wee tease. And I'm thinking, no wonder he's hit these high notes for years, but I know his secret now. Anyway, I went up and I thought to myself, I've got to get a bit more macho here. And I went up and says, George says, what you want, Donny? I says, I like to do fat bottom girls. He says, are you going to sing us a song after it? And Leslie sang Like a Virgin till he get his bloody dirty horns on her. But when I met Dougie a number of years ago, he was going to be a girl called Margaret. Everybody knew her as Marge. I says, Dougie, if her name's Margaret, why does everybody call her Marge? He says, well, she's 80% fat and she spreads easily. And then Dougie says he still remembers the first night they slept together. He says, in fact, I've still got the receipt. For the hotel room! And I said to him the next day, I says, did you have good chemistry together? Oh, he says, the chemistry was brilliant. He says, she was on Valium, I was on Viagra. And he phoned me the next day. He says, wee man, I'm gutted. He says, she told me I was her 32nd lover. I says, Doogie, the last girlfriend told you that. They're talking about half a minute. But when I met Leslie that first date, seriously now, she had a good sense of humour, great personality, and she was gorgeous. And I said, I hope it works out for you. And she's a wonderful mother too. That's it. I'm laughing at this before I get to it, but when they moved in together, she found out he had his funny ways. Like, she told me he liked to walk around the house naked. She says, but the neighbours always chase him back inside. We were out in Portugal on holiday last year, and they paid us a surprise visit. In fact, there was a knock on the bedroom door, and I opened it, and here it was they two standing there, and I was so touched that they came out. But we had such a wild 2 nights. They missed their flight back, and your man had to bail them out financially. You know. That's true. But anyway, Doogie always tells me about that. He says, when they were in the hotel, he says, Leslie came out onto the balcony and sat on his sunglasses and broke them. He says he didn't mind because he was wearing them at the time. That was actually happened to me and my wife. I'm just blaming it on him. So we got to the proposal at Ibrox Hospitality, and Doogie wore a royal blue suit. He was the only man in the place that wore a royal blue suit. And I'm saying, a Celtic man with a royal blue suit? It was, to me, it was a bit like putting fancy hubcaps on a wheelie bin. And the day he was proposing, he phoned me and he says, Don, I just stepped outside and a bird shat in my head. He says, do you think that's a lucky omen? I says, well, Doogie, it happened to me once, and I says, I threw her right out of bed. She's sitting there as bold as brass tape. Sorry, darling, everybody knows it wasn't you. It was your sister. Anyway, at my own wedding, I remember somebody saying to me, what's the tartan? You know, and I says, well, apparently, she's in a white dress wasn't the right answer. And I was asked this morning at reception, what's the tartan? I says, oh, I believe he's wearing a kilt. Oh, I couldn't, you know. And my wife's a school teacher, by the way, you know, she's taught me a few things. My fuck, she's taught me a few things. On my wedding, she says, do you realise the shortest sentence is, I am? And I says, well, do you realise the longest sentence is, I do? Just a wee warning to you, son. Just a wee warning to you. Is that you, Gaswegian? And at my own wedding, friends told me, listen, wee man, when you marry a nymphomaniac, after a few months the nympho leaves, you're just left with the maniac. I'm not talking about you, darling. You're still a nymphomaniac. And I wish Dougie similar success. But my brother on my wedding day says, well, I'm passing it on to you now. I never knew the true meaning of happiness till I got married. And by then it was too late.
He said that thesaurus book.
So I met Sandy in the bar this morning. I says, how you feeling, Sandy? He said, skint. Another round on Sandy. But he was very emotional, and I can understand that. He was very emotional. He was filling up. The tears were in his eyes. I said, Sandy, I know how you're feeling. He says, he says, spending this amount of money is very upsetting to me. I said, well, as a father of 3 daughters, I feel your pain. He says, well, it wasn't that long ago, he says, I was putting her to bed with a dummy. I said, well, Sandy, nothing's fucking changed.
Let me go, it's one away.
And I heard Sandy saying to the photographer, he says, I'd like a lovely big photo of the couple mounted. I says, Sandy, kissing will be enough. Then I thought to myself, I could get one of me and the wife mounted. Maybe. See the photographer.
Oh.
See the photographer.
Then there was a stag do in Carlisle, and as a few of you might know, I broke my ribs that day. That really should happen to the stag. It really should happen to the stag. Anyway, I went to the doctors and he says, what happened to you? I says, well, I was walking into this place and a woman lost her foot on the big high heels that they wear, and she fell down the stairs, and I tried to save her, you know. And he's put me in for the Queen's Award, you know, as a hero, you know. And the truth is, I was lying on a pub floor simulating sex with a hen party. And a woman fell on me. But I thought she fell out of a fucking plane. Straight away I was like, I says, no, this doesn't feel right. Anyway, the stag do, as everybody knows, he likes to play on this Jason Statham look. He does, he does. And he went down to London for an audition. This is a true story, by the way. Oh, he's such a poser. He went down to London for an audition. They were looking for a Jason Statham lookalike. And when he got down there, he found out it was an adult movie. I think it was at Gladiator. Or Inspector Gadget. get a bucket under that one. Anyway, so that's where the name Jason Strap-on came on. That was a character in the movie, Jason Strap-on. And I thought I'd pay good money to see that. I really would. And the director said to him, he says, "Oh, you've got a small part." And Leslie shouted, "And I agree." So we went down to Carlisle with all these T-shirts. Maybe I get him one made up. It was Jason Strap-on, the groom, and it had his photo on it. You know that he's got these poser, they're professional photos like this, you know. So we got. He's on the. We've got him on there, and Jason Strap-on's. Yes, I agree with you, Hen. I know it's ridiculous. And he's got the Jason Strap-on hangme on, and we've all the boys all had Jason Strap-on stag party. So this is Jason Strap-on thing for that audition. That stuck well. So, but we went down to Carlisle and we got the Jason Strap-on T-shirts. But we all, each of the stags had our own names on the back. And we thought to join in with the theme. So we had, where is it? Bend over.
That's a photographer.
Dan Gleeballs. Think about it. Neil Downs. Big Stevie, where are you, son? Seymour Dick. Then there was, who was it? It was a big.
Big Kinghorn.
Big Kinghorn. It was a German splits hair Krakenhoff.
Couldn't have made it.
Phil McCracken. Willie Boner. And of course, the last and not least, it was Don Key Donk. And a woman came out and said to us, "Why does he keep calling you Donkey?" I says, "Well, he haw. He always calls me that." That's one of the few clean ones I know. So, yeah. And oh, that's right. There was a woman came over to the two of us, and she says, "I'm Carmen." She says, "Because I like cars and men." She says, "What's his name?" And she's looking at his T-shirt. She says, "Doug Boner." No, sorry, Doug Strap-on.
Jason.
She says, "That because you like dogs and..." I said, "Don't go there." And oh, here's a beauty. This is a true story. We were in the Horseshoe in Glasgow. 4 women sat next to the table next to us, and I says, "Ladies, have you no noticed we've got a celebrity look-alike here?" And they're saying, "Oh my God, so he is. He's like Louis Spence's double." I think they'd saw him dancing just before that, you know. So I'm thinking, the first dancing here is going to be a few pirouettes. There's going to be a few maybe spinning rounds of star shapes and all that. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, in the week leading up to this wedding, or so-called wedding, the week leading up to the wedding was a wee bit marred because of the abusive phone calls that Leslie was getting. And apparently somebody was phoning her saying, "I bet you've got a baldy tight arsehole." It turned out it was just somebody looking for Doogie. And I apologise, Leslie, I should have just asked for him by name. Is that first real laughter? Anyway, Doogie, I never knew, but I've said that one. I'd like to enjoy your day, son, because it's only something you'll ever do a handful of times in your life. So, ladies and gentlemen, raise your glasses to Mr. and Mrs. Strap-on. I mean, what's